All right, hello everybody. This is John Beatty with another Money for Traveling monthly interview, and this episode I'm really excited for who I have on the line with me. I've got Julie Schwiedert with me, and she is in charge of the Matador Travel Network, and it's kind of a community of travelers and writers and photographers and adventurers, kind of the whole spectrum of people, and they're all able to connect together on this website and mutually benefit one another, and we're going to talk more about exactly how to do that, how people do that, and how you can do that as well in this interview. She's also got a travel writing course, a photography course, and an online TV portal, which is really cool. So I'm very excited to have her on the line. And Julie, how are you?
I'm great, thanks, John.
Awesome. Just in case anybody listening doesn't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your own travel experiences so that the people listening to this can know where you're coming from?
Sure. I am the managing editor of Matador Network, which is the world's largest online travel magazine. A bit of a misleading title, I guess, because it's actually a site comprised of 11 different blogs, each of which are a different theme, and a couple of which don't really have anything directly to do with travel at all. As we started working with writers and we started listening to our readers, we really realized that a lot of our audience consists of people who they're not necessarily occasional travelers, they're long-term travelers, expats, or people who are looking to get their way out of a 9-to-5 job and into long-term travel while working on the road. So they were people who sort of wanted lifestyle tips as well as travel tips. For myself, I first started traveling abroad when I was 15. I happened to be really fortunate to win several travel-related scholarships. And so when I was 15, I won a scholarship to study Spanish anywhere in the world, and I chose Costa Rica. And
good choice.
Ended up living there. Yeah. I chose it actually because it didn't have a military. But I ended up living there for a summer and staying with a family and going to a language immersion school. And from there, was really fortunate to win 2 additional scholarships the 2 years after that, and then 2 more years following the second one, and went to England, France, and Switzerland, and then the 3rd travel scholarship was China, where I lived for a summer during one of my sophomore year in college. But most of my travel experience and my travel interest lies in Latin America, and I've lived in Puerto Rico and Mexico City, so a lot of the work that I do on Matador focuses on social justice movements, political movements, and artistic movements in America.
What I love about this is that you don't just travel for vacations, that you have actual purposes. I mean, you went down there for these scholarships, and now you've got these really focused reasons to go traveling. Before we kind of dive in deeper, I didn't even know we were going to talk about this, but I'm excited to talk to you about these scholarships. I mean, three scholarships is a pretty impressive thing to get, and to go to a foreign country to get those. Can you kind of dive into a little bit more detail about what those were all about?
Sure. I think the first one was fairly particular. I grew up in South Carolina, and this was extremely unusual. I went to a rural high school where I had pretty much maxed out of the Spanish language study program in my high school, and they sent me to a local college. And it turned out that the foreign language teacher at my high school, his mother had endowed 3 scholarships, one in French, one in German, and one in Spanish to study anywhere in the world. And one student a year was awarded that scholarship. So that was pretty particular.